Dining tables are humble, hardworking home furnishings. We eat at them daily, decorate them for holidays, dinners, and even work on them from time to time. A great dining table provides edge of dependability and utility and needs only minimal upkeep. How much table can I fit in my dining room? Consider the size of the room you are putting the table in. We all prefer to be able to get in and out of our seats without feeling cramped, so leave at least 32 inches between the wall and the table edges for sitting clearance, or you may find that someone is constantly upsetting the juice glasses, soup bowls. Extending this gap to 42 to 48 inches allows for easy passerby behind the seated diners. If there is other furniture between the table and the wall, instead measure the distance between the table and the furniture. How much space should I allow for each person? Allow a minimum space of 23 inches wide by 12 inches deep for each person. If you are using armchairs, the width should be extended to fit the entire chair. Measure the distance from one chair arm to the other. Usually this is about 26 inches to 30 inches, meaning that is how each place seating must be for a table with armchairs. Make sure to allow 6 to 20 inches of space in the center of the table between place settings for dishes and decor. How big should my table be? With your room size and space per person taken into account, the remaining factor is the number of guests you want to hold. Depending on the number of people, the smallest table you will want in your room is the following. For square tables, for minimum 2 people need 30 by 30 inch table, and 4 to 6 people there must be 48 by 48 inches table. And for rectangular table, for 2 people you should go with 30 by 23 inches table, and for 4 people you should go with 30 by 47 inches, and for 6 people you can go 30 by 70 inches, and for 8 people you can go for 30 inches by 93 inches, and for 10 people you can go 30 by 116 inches. The smallest dining table I recommend is a 23-inch wide by 30-inch long table for two. A table like this can be intimate, working especially well in tight quarters such as a small kitchen. However, this leaves only 6 inches between place setting for dishes and decor and would be too narrow for armchairs. Extend the table width to 26 inches to 30 inches for armchairs, or extend the length of the table 36 inches for 12 inches of space for dishes and decor in the center of the table. For extra large tables or extra large rooms, tables with width of 44 inches work well. Table widths greater than 44 inches begin to make conversation and food passing more difficult. If the table is to have two trestle base that might encroach on knee from the room for the person sitting at the end of the table, you may consider encouraging the end overhang as well. Many historical examples exist where tavern tables had 40 inches of end overhang. For round tables, you can go for 2 people, the diameter should be 30 inches. 3 to 4 people, the diameter should be 36 inches, and for 4 to 5 people the diameter can be 42 inches. Round tables are great for small space because they can fit more people, plus they curve away from a person seated at them, so it's easier to slide in and out of the one's chairs when in a tight room. It is important to allow a bit more room per person at a round table because the place setting tapers like a pie wedge towards the center of the table. How high should the table be is the next thing that we have to consider. Complete dining tables are approximately 30 inches in height. This is between two undesirable extremes. Much shorter tables can be difficult to fit your legs under, while much higher tables put one's palate uncomfortably high. Dining tables legs are 29 inches, which leaves about an inch for top thickness. If you are planning on a top thicker than 1 inch, you can shorten the 29 inches leg to maintain a finished height of 30 inches. The apron board that connect the table leg to form the base are generally about 1/4 thick and 4 wide. Thinner or narrower person fail to give the required support, while wider aprons can bump into knees and thighs. Are table extensions right for me? Extensions tables feature tops that pull apart. Each half of the top is fixed to the table slide, which allow the top to easily slide outward and allow table leaves to be dropped in, creating a larger table. Table slides come in many different configurations. Standard table slides consist of a series of parallel boards that slide back and forth with a male and female butterfly notch. They are designed with a international camber to compensate for formal sagging at center of the table. Equalizer table slides combine a standard table slide with a smooth rack and pinion mechanism. This is designed to support the extra large tables as the center of the slide may remain stationary. Equalizer sliders are ideal for 5 and 6 legged tables. Equalizers are geared so that both leaves open at once from one end with one easy motion. The equalizer makes opening an extension table so easy that one person can do it. One of my favorite extension table is a fixed square base that supports a round top. The semicircular top helps open to allow plenty of room for conventional leaves. This makes a nice oval table for having guests over and reduces to a smaller table for everyday use. What should I consider in a top? Top thickness is too large, extended, dedicated by personal preferences. My background is reproduction furniture has led me to use top thickness dimensions like those on the antiques I have studied. Most tables look with a top thickness dimensions in the 1 by 3 by 4 inches to 1 inches range. For a more informal table with a country feel, especially with larger legs, I will sometimes go with a thickness to the 1 by 4 inches. Overhang is how much the top projects out over the base. A table you feel good about is derived from many inputs: room size, table width, base considerations, and top thickness.